What's going on, YouTube? It's Jesse coming back to another video, and in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how to get e-commerce email marketing clients, or if you're in e-commerce, how to write your emails. Before we dive in, if you haven't joined the free Facebook below, definitely get on that. Join the #1 group for all things email copywriting for clients, inbound closing for clients, and coaching and course selling. We have weekly Thursday calls to get all your questions answered if you just show up. Also, if you want me to teach you exactly how I've generated over $1 million on the internet with email copywriting, inbound closing, and selling my own coaching and courses, book a free call below. We'll have a quick chat, see if the Coaching Superiority Mentorship Program is the right fit for you. Got well over 18 training modules. You're going to be able to text me. You're also going to be able to get on one-on-one Zoom calls with me, hand-holding you to 6 to 7 figures a year. Back to the video. So what I want to do in this video is show you how you can go out there, get the contact information for Shopify store owners, email them to become their email copywriter. And if you already have a Shopify store, you're the owner already, I'm going to teach you how to write your Shopify store emails, because if you're not emailing your list from Shopify, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Let's get into my computer now. All right, first thing you're going to want to do is we need to figure out what is the IP address for Shopify so that we can find all of the different stores. Now, you don't have to do this. I'm showing you the free way to do it. You could just go invest in this software tool called Contact Ecom and just pay for the email addresses of these Shopify store owners. Now, before I get into how to do all this for free, how to get these emails for free, I want to also explain, if you're a Shopify store owner, how you can write your emails, how you should be writing your emails. The best way to get the blueprint on how you should be writing emails is to subscribe to other Shopify stores lists and see what they're doing, spy on what they're doing. There's shitloads of these Shopify stores, and you're going to find tons of different ways that you can write your emails. For example, what if you just went to Pier 1, Ty Lopez owns the store, and you just subscribe to this email list? I don't know if he hosts it with Shopify, but you can you can view page source, Control F, type in Shopify, it looks like he does. He definitely uses Shopify. So you can get on his list to receive his emails that he's sending out to his list, and then copy what he's doing, essentially. Now, you don't have to have a store that has Shopify. You can go find stores that do not use Shopify. Any store will do on the internet, just so you can get on their email list, start receiving their emails, and literally just copy what they're doing. But most stores, what they send out is just discount, 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 because there's not really much storytelling involved with e-commerce goods. It's more of just showing the latest discount. Now, if you're writing for coaches, course sellers, digital marketing agencies, yeah, you've got to incorporate some sort of nice, origin story and why they're doing what they're doing. But with e-commerce, it's pretty straightforward. You're just spamming out coupon code emails. Now, that's over and done. If you're a Shopify store owner and you don't know how to write your emails, just go subscribe to your competitors, get on their lists, and just see what they're doing. It's that simple. But if you're a copywriter looking for Shopify store owner clients, this is what you're going to want to do. Now, I'm telling you the free way. The paid way is the best. It's just going to be faster. You can skip all the bullshit and just pay for it. But it's pretty expensive. This is the tool I would recommend. I trust the hell out of this guy. Cold Email Wizard owns it, and he comes out with badass softwares. Then he gets the data and he sells it to you. So I would definitely trust this software. It's $145 a month. If I were you, I'd get in, maybe get all the data real quick, and then unsubscribe. That's the best way you could do it, because it is pretty expensive. But what you want to do is, well, it's not expensive if you're trying to get one client, which one client can pay you anywhere from $1 to $3K a month. So it's really not that expensive in the grand scheme of things, but it can be pretty pricey if you're just starting out and haven't made a dime on the internet yet. So if you want to do the free way, it's more tedious, but you can do it this way. Go to this site called myip.ms. Put in this IP. This is the IP of Shopify. It can change. It recently did change. And then you just hit who is lookup. Boom. It loads up, and then you can see all the stores right here. There's 107,000 of them on Shopify. All these stores use Shopify. Now, you can also see all the stores that have changed in their history, which these are viable as well. You could write emails for them. Maybe they use a different software now. Maybe they're not using Shopify. Maybe they're using a different platform. So all of them are fair game. And then what you want to do is view all records. To get all this data, it would take you a long time to put this into a spreadsheet, because that's all you need to do is put it into a spreadsheet. What you can do is just go to Fiverr and do a data mining and scraping person and have them just scrape this website for you. They probably already have the list anyway. They can just sell to you. Go on Fiverr, have someone scrape this for you and put it into a spreadsheet for you, and that's what you paid for. It's pretty darn cheap too on Fiverr. It's like $10 to get this service done. 10 to 20 bucks, you get this whole thing scraped. It beats paying $145 a month, but you don't get that quality filtration that this software is going to do for you. You have to do more volume because you're not going to be able to target as easily with this free method. But still, it's better than nothing if you're just trying to get started. I'm going to exit out of this. So use Fiverr if you want to create a list for you, and then you can put all that data into your own list where you're going to have more data you're going to add yourself. So the data scraper from Fiverr will get all the website shit put into a spreadsheet. If you're wondering, you're not 100% sure if the website uses Shopify as its source, I would just copy this. And then what I would do is right click, and then you would do view page source. Then you would control F and then type in Shopify and make sure it's being hosted by Shopify. It is. It really doesn't matter though if it's being. It doesn't matter who's hosting it. They're still an e-commerce company, and they need you to write their daily broadcast emails for them, their daily discount emails. And if you think that, oh well, the company's already got someone, why are they going to hire me? Well, there's always people getting fired, people quitting. There's always people wanting more money and they don't want to pay it. It's retail arbitrage in the B2B space. So never let that get you down. It's all volume. How many clients do you need to make 10K a month? You only need like 3 clients to make 10K a month doing this. And you could have 5 paying you $1,000 each. It's all about what you're willing to get paid. They're also going to want to go with the cheaper rate. If you're charging dirt cheap and you're cool to work with that because you're working remote, you get to work from home, you get a chill lifestyle, then great. Undercut your competitors. How many businesses are there here? There's 2,000 pages. There's like 107,000 just on the up-to-date version. 107,000 businesses. Do you think you can get one or three of those? You better believe you can. So what I would do is get them on a let's just say I had this website here, nothing.tech. Now I want to find the contact at this company. And what I would do is I would go to, nothing.tech redirects to us.net. So I get this official URL. Then I would just do a simple Google search. I delete that, and I would do owner or CEO LinkedIn. Come on, LinkedIn. I'm trying to find the owner here. Let's try this instead. Here it is. So he's definitely not the owner. So I would just search up this US nothing.tech. Or I would do nothing.tech. Come to nothing. This is their page. See all employees. And then I would do, the best tool is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. You can see right away who's the CEO of the company. But I'm trying to do this for free right here. So we'll do let's do the next company. So you'd come over to, let's go down one. Let's try gymshark.com, which is probably not something you should reach out to because they are way too big of a brand to be starting out with. Gymshark.com. So I'd copy this, put it into a Google search, and I would do owner or CEO LinkedIn. So this looks like the owner. So what you would do is you'd use a tool called, and this is free to use, Contact Out, and then you would just say, you install the plugin, just type in Contact Out's plugin. It's free for like 40 credits, which is great. You can also use Lead Leaper. You can use the Data Scraper, whatever you want. There's tons of scraping tools out there to scrape LinkedIn. But I recommend Lead Leaper because it's so damn cheap. It's like $35 for like 2,000 credits. And then I would hit show. There's his email address. And then I would just copy it. And I would put it right there. And I would do Ben as his first name, and then I would do Francis. First line, you basically want to have them want to open the email, because you can see part of the first line when they have the subject line. So you have the subject line, are you looking for email copywriters? Or you could say something like, I noticed your copy wasn't the greatest on this page. You can have like you notice something wrong with their page to kind of pique his attention. Something's wrong, you got to go fix it, right? And you got to do it in a nice way. There's so many different subject lines you can use. Just experiment with them and check open rates and all that. I'm not going to get into subject line open rates. I'm not going to get into the crazy copy for these emails. I'm just teaching you how to get the contact information, and then general how to reach out to them. But what I would do is first line would be, "Hi Ben," but in your you could do it manually, or you can use a CRM tool. There's Lemlist, there's Mailshake, there's Apollo, All Pro Web Tools, tons of different CRMs that you can cold email with. You can just use your Gmail account if you want. You can use Gmass. Gmass is a CRM for G Suite. There's countless different outbound CRM tools, but you would make sure that it reads, "Hi Ben, love your," for this lead, he's so high up, so rich. I would just be like, "You're an absolute inspiration to my entrepreneurship journey." I butchered that spelling, whatever. And then I would maybe, try to act a little bit meek. "I hope you can take a quick second to read this. I hope you can take a second. I hope you can take a second to read this very quick email. I know you're an insanely busy person." Try to be relatable as well. Don't try to sound like a fucking robot. Maybe crack a joke in there if you can. And then what you do, and then you say, I'm a copywriter. If you are a copywriter, or if you're not already, you could say, I wouldn't say you're brand new. "I'm a copywriter looking for new copywriting clients, and your brand is something that I could really get behind. I know you probably get hit up with a ton of people wanting to write your emails, your daily Shopify emails for you, but I'd love to potentially have a chance to write your emails. Do you have time later this week to hop on a 15-minute phone call with me, or a 15-minute Zoom call?" Every message you send to someone should be different based on there's no template you want to have. You just want to make it different for every person you're sending it to. So if you're sending it to a business that doesn't have a lot of business, you can just tell, but they have some money they can pay you, then you're going to make a different message, something that's less suck-up-ish. You want to suck up to these people. Like this guy right here, he's well known. He's like probably fucking, he's like loaded. The guy's like, he doesn't give a shit about you. So if you're sending some emails to some guy like this, you're going to have to be like a complete suck-up. But if you're sending some emails to like some brand new Shopify store, you don't got to suck up. But you do not want to mention you're brand new. You only mention you're brand new if they call you out on the actual sales call, that 15-minute call. You just say, "Hey, like, you would be one of my first clients." You don't really have to say like, if they ask you, "Have you done any copywriting work before?" You wouldn't just sit there and say, "No, I haven't." You would say, "To be honest, you'd be one of my first clients, but I have a passion for writing. That's why I got into copywriting in the first place. I really think I can over-deliver for what you're trying to do. And worst case scenario, I do offer a 7-day free trial. So if you don't like what you see after 7 days, you're not going to pay anything. You'll get a complete refund." So like, act humble. Don't have to tell them directly that I have never written for a single client in my life. But if you have, then you obviously put that experience into your email or into your sales call. "I wrote for this client. We accelerated from $10,000 a month to $50,000 a month." But if you don't have that yet, that's kind of how you would word it on the call. And then if you butcher that call, who gives a fuck? Because there's like 107,000 more to go of calls of people that you can reach out to, plus all the other stores out there besides Shopify that need writers. They need people to write their daily boring ass broadcast emails, which, yeah, they're boring, but at least it's like work what do they call it? Job security. Job security for you to have the freedom lifestyle and write emails from anywhere in the world. So I hope you found massive value in this video. If you haven't, again, make sure to join the free Facebook group, get involved in the conversation, start showing up to those weekly calls, get your questions answered. And again, if you're looking to learn from my 18+ training module mentorship program, you get to text me, Jesse, what do I do now? Jesse, what do I do now? What do I do now? And also get on literal one-on-one Zoom calls with me. I would highly recommend you book a call to chat with me about enrolling into the Coaching Superiority Mentorship Program. It will change your life, and I will get you to 6 to 7 figures a year easily. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my future videos. Peace.